Hey y'all, I want to talk about 1000xRESIST. I hope I'm saying that right. This is a game that came out recently, and I've heard a lot about it before I start playing it. This is one of those games I've heard a lot of people have hyped up. It seems to have gotten good reviews so far. A lot of people are hyped on the story, and I was like, oh, this is exciting. I was luckily enough to be able to try it myself on the Switch, and I like it a lot so far. It is narrative driven. It has a 3D perspective on it, like a third-person view, but it gives the appearance that like it could be an action game. Like if you saw certain screenshots, you're like, oh, this could be like a JRPG action sort of game, but it's not at all. You're not fighting anything. You're just going around, experiencing stuff. Sometimes you go find little things and all that, and there's also a time travel element too. So if you like that Life is Strange sort of deal, like it seems like the new Life is Strange doing, where you're switching between time periods, that sort of thing, this is gonna be a game for you. The characters are interesting. I like the art style. The little bit of like platforming gameplay there is like pretty simple. But for me, it kind of just helps get to the next point, and it's not too overly complicated, and it's been really fun so far to play. This is a game I would say, though, that is good to play in sections. It's sort of not necessarily split into chapters, but there's like parts of the game where you're playing it through it, and once you get to a certain point, you're like, okay, I can feel this like part of the story wrapping up, and it's about to move on to something else. This is a good stopping point. Which is where I ended off. I played like the first area section, played it for a couple hours, got through to a certain point, and it felt like a good time for me to stop and to continue on at another point. So this is a game that's good to play a bit over time. Don't play it all at once, and I think you'll enjoy it more that way. I would definitely recommend checking this out, though. It's great so far. I'm really curious to see where it goes. I'm excited about it, and it's out now. It's not a too joystick-heavy game, so again, it's a good game for the Switch, because you're just kind of walking around, talking to people and stuff like that, so you don't have to like button mash or anything. You can play it handheld if it's right there as well. So I would definitely recommend checking this out.